With the global population continuing to expand and with our world facing immense challenges from housing to transportation and our use of natural resources, supersized construction projects have begun to proliferate. So in this video, we're going to show you the top mega projects worldwide. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Aljerf. This Riviera-style project by Imkin stretches 1.6 kilometers along the Arabian Gulf Coast between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. The first phase, comprising 293 small, ranch-like villas, is due to be completed by mid-2023. The project has nature at its heart as it seeks to conserve the existing 100,000 trees, sea turtles, and other wildlife at the Gantut Reserve. The overall master plan features a private school, shops, restaurants, boutique hotels, parks, heritage sites, and a canal adding 8 kilometers of prime waterfront real estate. Al Dhabi Contracting will construct 146 residential along with 2 show villas on a 57,851 sqm area at Aljerf Gardens, a prime development coming up within Phase 1 of the project, which is due for completion in 2022. Alongside unique residential communities, Phase 1 of Aljerf will also include a private beach and marina, as well as a community center, all situated amid abundant and verdant open spaces. Al Dhabi Contracting's general manager Sami Edward expressed delight at winning the Imkin contract to build the first phase of Aljerf Gardens. Al Dhabi will be using its experience in harmonizing projects with their natural environments to ensure that residents of Aljerf Gardens enjoy the very best facilities constructed to the highest international standards, all set in a pristine and untainted ecosystem, he added. Uptown Tower. Work is concluded on the facade of a 79-floor skyscraper tipped to be the next famous building on Dubai's skyline. Uptown Tower will be available for handover late this year, said Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, the free zone behind the skyscraper. More than 8,500 glass panels were installed on the Diamond Tower mega project, which stands 340 meters tall close to the Jumeirah Lakes Tower community. This is a new icon that will be the first thing people coming to Dubai from Abu Dhabi or Al Maktoum Airport will see. Ahmed bin Sulayem, chief executive of Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, told The National earlier this year. The building, which will be the 14th tallest in Dubai once completed, will be mixed use with residential units and offices alongside a Sofitel 5-star hotel. More than 17 million man-hours were spent working on the project, the developers said. The installation of the Uptown Tower facade system was completed with no lost time due to injury, it said. This is a testament to the entire project team's dedication to ensuring every person on the project works safely and that any potential hazards on the project were managed and controlled effectively. More than 23,000 vehicles were involved in delivering close to 140,000 cubic meters of concrete to the Uptown Tower. The skyscraper itself is reinforced by more than 30,000 tons of steel. The ballroom will hold more than 1,500 people, and there are more than 20 kitchens in the tower. The project is also the first of 2 super tall towers at DMCC. More than 23,000 vehicles were involved in delivering around 140,000 cubic meters of concrete to Uptown Tower. The skyscraper is reinforced by more than 30,000 tons of steel. The ballroom will more than 1,500 people, and there are more than 20 kitchens in the tower, said Mr. bin Sulayem. The building has also been created with sustainability at its core, he said. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi. Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi, which is set to be the largest in the UAE, is 25% complete, the Department of Culture and Tourism, DCT, announced this week. Set to become a mainstay at Saadiyat's cultural district, the Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi will allow visitors to travel on a 14 billion-year journey through time and space, from the earliest origins of our universe to a thought-provoking perspective into our Earth's future. UAE Construction Group ALAC is the main contractor of the project and says the Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi is set to be completed by the end of 2025. The Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi will be a research and teaching institution and educational resource for learning about the evolving story of our planet. The Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi will bring a new dimension of educational discovery to the Abu Dhabi community as a unique cultural attraction that offers visitors and residents endless inspiration, said Saud Abdulaziz Al-Hosani, Undersecretary at DCT Abu Dhabi. With work now underway on this pioneering institution, the realization of our vision for the Saadiyat Cultural District moves one step closer. Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi will join the long list of museums and cultural developments located in the Saadiyat Cultural District, which houses the renowned Louvre Abu Dhabi. The district will also house the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, a contemporary and modern art museum, the Zayed National Museum, the National Museum of the UAE dedicated to the life and achievements of the founding father of the UAE, the late Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan, and the Abrahamic Family House, which will host a mosque, a synagogue, and a church within one shared space. A highlight of the museum's collection will be the world-famous Stan, a remarkable, mostly complete 67-million-year-old and almost 12-meter-long Tyrannosaurus rex, which is one of the best preserved and most studied fossils of the iconic predator from the late Cretaceous period. Joining Stan will be the extraordinary Murchison meteorite specimen, which famously crash-landed in Australia more than 40 years ago and has since revealed to scientists new information about the early solar system. Containing a huge range of organic stardust compounds and pre-solar grains which formed over 7 billion years ago, the meteorite provides insight into the building blocks of life. Louvre Abu Dhabi residences. Louvre Abu Dhabi represents the cultural epicenter of the emirate, but after a truly astounding piece of news announced by local master developers Aldar, it might soon represent the epicenter of your living room too. Once complete, the Louvre Abu Dhabi residences by Aldar will be a residential complex of 400 apartments with an iconic address, stunning ocean views, and next-door neighbor status to one of the world's most impressive collections of art and historical artifacts. There will also be a lounge for residents called La Salon de Tent, which will come with a 12-seat private theater, a wellness center, a gym with saunas, space for yoga and meditation, and an indoor children's playroom. Swimming pools, a sunset deck, and a garden will also offer views of the Abu Dhabi skyline. Even the building itself is inspired by Louvre Abu Dhabi, with art and sculptures chosen that resemble those exhibited by the museum. Bespoke residential experiences will be offered, including access to concierge services, such as a chef at home, professional housekeeping, and even a personal stylist. Pet sitting and dog walking services will even cater to animal owners. Saadiyat Grove is a $2.72 billion destination on Saadiyat Island that spans an area of 242,000 square meters and will eventually feature entertainment and leisure spaces, including 3,000 new residential units, 2 hotels, and co-working spaces for new companies and startups. With the addition of the new project, the mixed-use destination will feature approximately 3,000 residential units, 2 hotels, and co-working spaces for new enterprises and startups. Russky Bridge, Russia. The 1,885 meters Russky Island Bridge in Russia, inaugurated in July 2012, connects Russky Island with the city of Vladivostok. It is the longest cable-stayed suspension bridge in the world and reaches 70 meters above water level. The bridge crosses the eastern Bosphorus Strait, linking with the mainland and the island, home to around 5,000 inhabitants. The length of the bridge is 1,885.53 meters and 3,100 meters overall, including its viaducts, while 4 driving lanes line the bridge at a 21 meters width. The bridge has 11 spans, which include 2 at 60 meters, 2 at 72 meters, 6 at 84 meters, and 1 at 1,104 meters central span. The span decks are made of steel-inclined wall box sections, as well as a cast-in-place reinforced concrete slab. The bridge's pylon measures 324 meters in height. The 2 anchor span structures, each 316 meters long, are located proportionately concerning the central span and pylons. The steel stiffening girder of the central navigation span is made of 2 6-meters-long transition panels, as well as 103 panels, each 12 meters long and 26 meters wide. The longest and shortest cable stays of the bridge are 579.83 meters and 135.77 meters, respectively. Viaducts with a total length of over 900 meters provide the approach to the bridge. Bridge piers M1 on the Nazimova Peninsula and M12 on the Russky Island act as load transfer piers. They handle the load from the stiffening girder of the cable-stayed span, which is 1,248 meters long and made of 2 panels weighing 23,000 tons. The cables are composed of 13 to 85 parallel individually corrosion-protected strands, which in turn are made up of 7 galvanized steel wires enclosed in high-density polyethylene sheathing. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.